Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Toké, and today we're looking at. Okay, listen, we're still in the ancestor season, okay? Because I'm feeling Scorpio's energy like immensely, okay? And the way that Scorpio season keeps inspiring me is just to keep connecting to the ancestors. Like, there's this energy of just going back to your roots, like understanding yourself at your core, understanding your roots, understanding the past so we can know how to move forward, kind of thing, right? Or just understanding your own depth so that you can. There's just this energy of root to rise that I've been feeling very, very, very strongly. So the ancestors have brought to me again, since we really enjoyed the last Spill the Tea ancestors video. They have called on me again to bring in another reading to you. And the question today is why you have been chosen by your ancestors to heal your ancestry line, kind of thing, right? Or to heal this generational karma that your family might have been going through. So there's like, it's going to be in depth because I wanted to be so nosy. I'm like, listen, we're going to figure it all out. I need to know why they chose you. I need to know how you're doing this. I just need to know a lot of things. So once we get into your piles, we're going to be figuring it out all together. And this reading too, I really felt like this reading was coming from your ancestors to really talk to those of you who feel like a black sheep in your family, or those of you who just feel like you're very, very, very freaking different, okay? And unique in your own ways, in which maybe your family don't even understand you, or you just feel this sense of you being alien into the family that you're in. This is reading is exactly for you because that's why I wanted to know why they chose you and why you feel the way that you feel. And maybe we can get some clarity as well as some, comforting messages or even encouragement for you to keep doing what it is that you're doing. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Know that you're always supported, you're always loved, you're not alone, okay? And that's another reason why we're doing this, is to really give you that empowerment, that encouragement, that boost to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep, standing out in every ways that you can, okay? Standing out in your own unique ways. So yes, your ancestors wanted to come in and say hi and said, let's talk. We have here group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, okay? These are archetypal images that you may be drawn to, okay? You may be drawn to the number or just the images on there. And I didn't have crystals for you today, which is weird. But yeah, sorry about that. But please go ahead and do your due diligence to pick which image is calling to you the most here. So for my group number 1 here, and excuse my nails, okay? Sorry, don't look at my nails. For group number 1 here, we have Gnosis. We have a bird, and then we also have the rainbow colors on there. For my group number 2, we have what it seems like just candles all in the middle, okay? And this is agape. I think that's what it's called. Agape? I don't know. I call it agape. Anyway, and then for group number 3 here, we have the medallion, okay? And this is interesting because this came out in the last Ancestors reading, okay? So please do your due diligence to sink your energy into this reading. That way you are intuitively picking a pile that is meant for you, okay? And once you're done picking a pile or piles, I look forward to seeing you in your reading. Hello there, my beautiful group number 1. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at why your ancestors chose you to heal your ancestral line and how you're in fact doing so, okay? So I have pre-shuffled cards here that I actually haven't looked at. Let me see. I arranged these in a certain way. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. You've chosen here the card of Gnosis. This is an archetype that your ancestors feel like it rules you, okay? Very, very, very strongly. Archetypically, you are someone who always loves knowledge, who always loves freedom, actually. I think you're the type of person who will seek information and knowledge in order to feel free yourself, okay? Or in order to, yeah, exactly, free yourself from the things that you feel like you've been bound to, especially within this world that we're in, okay? For you, I feel like spiritual freedom and just freedom in every sense of what it means really, really, really matters to your soul. It really matters to your core. And I think again, you're someone who will always find knowledge in places where people don't, especially, okay, now I'm getting hidden knowledge too, okay? You're like this bird, literally. It just keeps flying, 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 flying. It's either you're flying up or you're flying down. Somehow, some way, Whenever you just feel like you need to go in a direction, you go forth. And it's almost like it's like your ancestors are also the wind beneath your wings that keeps pushing you or keeps guiding you to finding these knowledge or wisdom, hidden knowledge or wisdom, or even mysteries that really, really, really helps you again heal that ancestral line. So you, even before you descended into this family line, you've always been this. This is who your soul is someone who loves to acquire knowledge. So we're going to set that down. All right. And I also feel like with gnosis here too, this archetypal energy, because what are archetypes, right? Archetypes are originality, they're original forms, original energy. And it's like you and your originality comes from you finding your own ways of doing things, finding your own information that then helps you set yourself free or push yourself to the heights of whatever it is that you want to achieve or whatever legacy it is, okay? This is just someone who just loves to like find wisdom or information to help themselves elevate, right? And this frequency here too. So this card in the middle here is the frequency that your ancestors, this is also why they chose you, is that you will never divorce yourself from this frequency. You may forget about yourself being this frequency, but at your core, this is who they know you to be. So let's see what this is. We have consciousness. Consciousness with the number 17. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Okay. I mean, look at this, right? Your ancestors have chosen you. Like, look, we have gnosis. Gnosis is to know. To know, okay? To know. And it's like, that's what drives you. This archetypal energy is what drives you. Your drive is to know. And then we have the frequency, your base frequency, what they feel like what they really feel like your frequency is about as an energy and as an energetic being is the frequency of consciousness. And it's very beautiful to see gnosis and consciousness in the same kind of reading because they are one and the same, to be honest with you. And you can even kind of see, the way that the pictures are depicted here. It's kind of like no matter like what goes around comes around. I know what the cycle of life means. For every time I die is a new beginning. It's just like you get it. Like you just get it. Okay, that's what your ancestors are saying. What does it mean to be conscious? It's to be awakened. It's to be aware. I feel like you really came into this world knowing. It's almost like they're looking at you and they're like, yeah, we chose you because you were already awake before you even came into this realm, before you descended into this realm. Okay, now, before we keep moving forward, I want to look at this one because this is a card of the gateway activation. This is what you're activating within that family line right now, okay? This is like your consciousness, whatever it is, it's coming in to activate this within this family line. So this is the good work that you've been sent to kind of do in essence. Okay. And for you, my love, we have the Pleiadian activation. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. A lot of blue energy, a lot of blue energy, a lot of like water energy is what I'm getting here. And I'm getting the fact that, water is very vast. Water kind of takes over most of the earth anyway, more than land, right? And it's like when we even look at water, the depths of the ocean, like we haven't even, fully delved into the depths of our own ocean, right? It's like we so much focus on the stars. Hello, Pleiadians. We so much focus on the stars that honestly, the realm that we're in, the earth that we're in, we haven't even fully debunked it and everything, all the mysteries and the magic that it comes with it, right? And I feel like I think you have that wherewithal, especially with your consciousness being open as it is, being an awakened conscious being experiencing this realm in the way that you are, where you are very understanding and aware and conscious of your own multidimensional aspect. Because why the hell is Pleiadian activation here? Pleiades is the star of the seven sisters, right? It's one of the Yes, the number 7 is also coming to mind. Okay, listen, maybe you even have ancestors in this Pleiadian line, okay? Because when it comes to Pleiades, Pleiades is about creativity. It's about coming together. It's about exactly what it says here, resolution, coming together. They're very, very communal. They're very like, okay, let's use unconditional love to battle hate, to battle, stuff like that. And it's not to say that we won't feel pain, but it's just like because we feel that pain, we're going to keep anchoring ourselves in more love because that love will somehow help us, like because that love then like almost washes away the pain, or it almost like allows the pain to dissipate, or because we're deepening ourselves so much in love and so much in knowledge and in illumination, it really helps us it really helps us take life as it comes. It really helps us be in harmony with how life comes at us, okay? Number two, my group number ones, okay? And I like that you're number one too, because number one is a masculine energy, and it kind of goes on with this consciousness energy too. It's just the energy of being awakened, being aware, being like illumined, okay, illuminated, okay. And I feel like you have angels around you too that are always like trying to guide you or show you where to find information to use to again elevate yourself, or to use to create more harmony within your life or within your family. And I think, and that's exactly why you stand out. It's because things have been done a certain way, but you, with your own way of the way that you perceive things, the way that you see things, this is exactly why you've been chosen. Because you see through life with a very different lens, is what I'm getting here. And that lens, like it's already been fine tuned. The way that your eyes picks up on details, it's very sharp. It's already been fine tuned to realize what's not working and literally send it the hell out. If it's not in harmony, you clear it out, because it's like you have the information that helps you. So there's little to no way that you're never not going to be in harmony, because you're always someone who knows why you're maybe out of in harmony or out of balance with something, because again, your consciousness is fine tuned to recognize these things and therefore be the balance that this thing needs, that your family needs, okay? Be the balance that your family needs, and also to bring harmony into places that have been out of balance. That's what I'm getting here. So we're going to go into tarot. Let's open this a little bit more. And I also feel like let's talk, your ancestors, they see you and they're like, okay, they feel this energy of cool, calm, and collected within you. There's this energy of stillness within chaos that they're telling me about, or that I keep sensing. That's how they look at you. It's just like this person, like they see through all of the BS. Like they see through like the illusions. They see through, maybe habits and ways that are keeping you stuck, or that have been keeping the family stuck to where it's causing disharmony. It's almost like you see through that, and the way that you live your life is to bring in more harmony by literally also like balancing your inner and outer world by doing the things that you want to do, and by looking at your fears, and again finding information that helps your fears subside, okay, that helps release your doubts, that helps release all of these inhibitions, because when it comes to gnosis, you just know. When you know, you do, you act accordingly. You act accordingly. And that's another reason that they chose you. Is it's like I'm getting that, you know yes, we can be unconscious of the problems that are going on within the family, but with you, once you know exactly what the problem is, you're a fixer. You want to fix it, because you're all about resolution. You're all about solving problems. You're the problem solver of the family, is what I'm getting. You are the problem solver. So let's see again how you do this. How do you heal your ancestral line? Let's see why your ancestors chose you. Thank you. All right, and I like that they started me from here, because I was actually going to start from the right. So, thank you. Some of you in here might very well be connected to the Pleiadians, okay? Or like you might, yeah, it's like something with your DNA here, okay? It's connected to the Pleiadians. I feel like some of you in here are actually star seeds too, especially my group number ones, with seeing Pleiadian just right in your face. And I mean, it's already telling by itself that some of you in here might be Pleiadian star seeds, or have like Pleiadian DNA encoding in your energy field or something like that, to where you're easily able to use love to heal situations or to lift the frequency or to help people around you come into more awareness of, how they can use knowledge and information to, again, transmute whatever it is that they want to transmute. So let's see here how you do it. Mother of Cups in the North, Venus, yes. I did say this is a very maternal energy. Okay, so wherever this ancestor is, definitely is very maternal. I'm getting the energy of Mother Mary even, or maybe, this maternal energy, this ancestor was close to Mother Mary, or if they were going through problems, or if they were, needing more clarity and comfort, maybe they would like reach out to Mother Mary, Gaia Sophia, like, Isis, or okay, this ancestor, whoever this ancestor was very, very prayerful. They were very much like, yes, we're going to pray to spirit, to source, to like, yes, whoever this ancestor was very prayerful. They felt things at a core. Okay, they felt things deeply. They felt things very, very deeply, because Mother of Cups in the North here is the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is someone who's, very nurturing energy, very like, yes, come in, very communal, exactly, very communal, because that's what the Queen of Cups is too. It's almost like she uses our intention, her intention is to nurture. So she uses that energy of intention to nurture all that's around her and to really help them, because this is very emotional. I think the reason that you're chosen is so you can help your family understand their emotions, to where we're not just moving from a place of pride and ego, but we're also very emotionally intelligent to allow ourselves to speak our truths, to speak our minds, and to not desert ourselves if our truths and our minds do not align essentially to one another. It's like we can all live, it's okay, it's fine. Your truth doesn't have to be my truth, but we also don't have to hate each other. Interesting. I'm getting that you've done this before. Okay, I already told you, like, my group number ones, you're definitely someone with depths, okay? You're definitely someone with depths here. Your energy is extremely healing as well. And you definitely came here to heal through love and through creating space. I feel like you will be holding like seminars or creating, healing centers and stuff like that, to really help people calm their nervous system and to integrate their consciousness, okay, that their subconsciousness and their consciousness, the ways that they've been subconsciously doing things because they just didn't know any better. I feel like you're creating spaces like that for people to know better, and then they do better. All right, because when it comes to the Page of Cups, it's like a new energy. It's like a young energy. Okay, I feel like the way that you do this is bring this motherly energy of almost like the crone, like a grandma, like a yeah, like just someone who has seen life, or who has just communed, okay, who's just been through a lot, who has amount a wealth of knowledge, not only from this lifetime but from different lifetime. And that's why you have depths that you gotta tap into. Like, if you're not already tapping into your depth to see how your consciousness is so expanded, you gotta keep doing that. That's what I'm getting here. Look at that, the Emperor. Yep. Authority. Okay. Authority figures, yes. I feel like you're also dismantling authority figures that are kind of like extremely patriarchal, and again, where they don't tap into your emotions. Anything that hasn't been tapping into the emotions consciously, and kind of building emotional intelligence, that's what you came into this family to do, is to help heal that. And the way that you did do it, yes, is helping people understand their power from a place of their emotions. Because I don't know, there's really just something with here, healing your emotions or changing your perspective about how you perceive your emotions, and not letting that like blind you, and actually using that to empower you. That's what I'm getting here with the Emperor, because you're supposed to use something that maybe you felt so deeply, right, that hurt you, to kind of empower you, like using that pain and channeling that pain in a different route is what I'm getting here. And then the last card that we have is Dominion. Yes, like your domain, exactly, your personal power. Okay. Okay. the reason your ancestors chose you is so you can come create spaces in which people can dwell and awaken their consciousness and really empower themselves to reclaim their personal power. Simple as that. And the way that you do it again is because you just, if the knowledge was hidden in, like, no matter where the knowledge was hidden, somehow it shows itself to you, because you're the one. Again, something about you, something about the way that you perceive things is fine tuned for this knowledge to open itself up to you, because not everybody, this is a gift, not everybody's opening up to this. Okay, this, in a world where a lot of people are asleep, this is a gift. And again, if you aren't fine tuned to pick up on that frequency of gnosis, or to pick up on how to find hidden knowledge, you're never going to find it, because you're not going to know what to do with it. But the reason that they chose you, why you were chosen, is because you do know what to do with it. And how you do it is by helping people really tap into their emotions, like being like, okay, just helping people connect into their depths, to their own depth. This is a very healing pile for sure. And the way that you do it is, again, something so soft like unconditional love or something like that, using that to heal parts of us where we feel like authority figures that we trusted have taken our power again away from us. To where, yes, we got angry, we got sad, but we're using this anger and this sadness, and we're using it to channel, like we're channeling this energy in a way where we're reclaiming our own personal power back. Domain, Two of Wands. To where it's like, yes, you put your boundaries up because you know better, so now you're doing better. And you've put your boundaries up, and yeah, you're just, yep, you're reclaiming your own personal power. This is how you do it. You do it. This is definitely how you do it. My group number ones, you have a very, very giving energy that is also very passionate. Like, there's this fire and water, fire and ice that I'm getting with you, and being able to shift from one to another or use one to transmute the other. That's how you do this, okay? You are an energy transmuter. Thank you. There you go. You're an energy healer, and the way that you do this is transmute energy, transmute dense emotions, things that have been lost, things that have been hidden. You find them, you bring them up, you address these issues, you help them process it, and then you help them reclaim their power, and then you help them build the boundaries so that, whatever it is they went through before doesn't happen again. Two of Wands, domain, your dominion. What does that mean for you? So this is definitely how everyone around you is perceiving this energy, okay? So let's move ahead to, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, Bridget. Yeah, because there's a lot of saint energy that I'm getting from you, group number one. There's this saint energy that I'm getting from you, because Saint Bridget is also here. We got Bridget here, and then we also have Venus. And they're all like maternal, feminine, divine feminine energy that just, are givers. They're just givers. It doesn't matter how much you hurt me, I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna care for you, because I really respect the spirit that dwells within you. I really respect your soul. So of course, I'm gonna give you, yeah, like, yes, I'm gonna give you the respect that you deserve, because I see you. And I think that's definitely what you're healing in your family line is, yeah, just being like, I love you regardless. Okay, beyond this family ish, I still love you. Or because I love you so much, I have to like create my own boundaries for myself as well, so that we're not, like, we can still love each other, but maybe we aren't supposed to, keep doing things together. And maybe I do have to, like, separate myself from the family. And maybe that's how I am healing the family, is that it stops with me. I like, through me I create the next line or something like that. So let's go ahead and let's get some. Oh, so I have these two little oracle cards here. I like to call them truth bombs, okay? Because that's how I feel like they hit me. They hit me like truth bombs. So let me see. Let's see here what else your ancestors would like you to know about why you've been chosen and how you're healing your family line. How you're healing your ancestral line. Oh my God, that's so true. Wow, that's one too many. Actually, okay, I'm just going to leave all of those there because this is important. You saw how this felt, right? It's like I was intending for just one card to fall, right? And it's like multiple fell. And it goes to show you this because a windfall of abundance, an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to support your life's purpose, your health, and your charitable work. I feel like the charitable work that you're doing really has to do with, again, your healing energy, okay? Because you just know what to heal. You will definitely create. I feel like that's definitely going to be your line of work, okay? You will be awakening people. Your energy is an awakening energy. That's just how I feel about you. And then this one here says cooperation instead of competition. Cooperation instead of competition. Bringing harmony, right? Bringing harmony, bringing balance, coming together. Seeing like, I love you, you love me, what I got is mine, what you got is yours. We don't even want, like, I don't want your blessings because I have mine and I love my blessings. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete. There's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. You can accomplish anything, okay? So that's your truth bomb that they want you to know. Let's see what they want you to know from this animal spirit guides, and let's see if we can pick up on which animals are drawn to you, or which animal spirit are drawn to you right now. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay. So we have here a chameleon spirit. Act as if you're already this boss that you want to be. Act as if you're already the leader that you want to be. Act as if you're the healer that you want to be. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Because your energy is very healing. You're a very soft soul. Because again, because you know, right? It's like this knowing is a double-edged sword for you. You also see all possibilities, which can maybe like keep you stuck sometimes in your tracks. But that's why it's always important for you to find information or to just learn new things. Okay, you're a learner, you're a student of life, I feel like, and that's why you were chosen, because you will see exactly what went wrong and you will fix it. That's who you are. You're a healer. And then we have here a rebirth is assured. A rebirth is assured with the number 5. And freedom, I kept saying there's this like freedom. Your soul loves freedom. Okay, freedom of choice, freedom of life, freedom to just live, just freedom. So we have horse spirit, freedom is yours, fly free. Okay, and that's what I think you're doing with this family, is you are breaking the chains that, again, this family felt like they've been bounded to, all right, or this ancestral line. A lot of them like over giving themselves, or a lot of them like living for others and not fully living for themselves, because they feel like if they live for others, that's the way, like, I'm worthy of your love. But then if I don't live for you, or like something like that, there's that energy of like, the way that I know that I'm doing my best is I have to keep living for others instead of living for myself. And it's like you're recalling that power back of like, no, when I'm living for myself and living to my own like highest potential, that's what helps everyone that's around me, okay? Not me belittling myself, or not me making myself small, or just not me playing small. No, none of that doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help me, it doesn't help you, okay? But when I'm standing in my power, when I'm showing up as who I know myself to be and my own potential, that's what helps, okay? And if you don't like that, that's perfectly fine. Then we're not aligned on the same frequency of consciousness, clearly. That's what your ancestors are saying. And like, they really need you to know that. So, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open your oracle cards, okay? Oh yes, I wanted these cards here are going to be cards of like your ancestors affirming like, yes, you are doing a great job, or hey, you need to do more of this and this, showing you like, yep, you got it, just keep going, we're here, we're supporting you, and blah blah blah. Okay, whatever it is I want you to know. So let's see here. You're a healer, you're a healer, you're a healer. Here it comes, okay? I did feel her mess, of course. Okay, you're definitely breaking people out of like stuck mentality, okay? This is definitely a lot of mentality and just emotion, because emotion is also energy emotion, right? It's like you're really helping them fine tune their own energies and really aligning them to what they really want and not what they think others want for them, okay? Medicine Guardian says, be open to healing information. No, sis, be open to healing information. And then this one here says, breath of the cosmos, from my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe, okay? Breath of the cosmos. So breathing, okay? Exactly. Like whatever comes up from this depth of our emotions that kind of feels jarring to our consciousness immediately, I think that's what Breath of the Cosmos is saying, is just to breathe. Take a chill pill, calm down, look at it, just detach yourself from the emotions so that you can rationalize it, and then you can feel it and let it go, move forward with it, and that's how you transmute it, I feel like. Because you will see at the end of the day, like all these things, they've come to really free us, and it shows us where we are not free yet. Where we're holding on, where we're stuck, just shows us where we aren't free yet. So it's important for you to let these things to come up, so they show you and they indicate to you where you're still holding back and where your spirit really needs freedom. So let's see the last card here. Okay, this one's the most important one. So let's see. This one's from Lady Isis Oracle deck. Healing, 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 healing everywhere. Soul retrieval, yes. Soul retrieval, deep soul healing with the goddess. It's almost like your ancestors are looking at you. Oh, they're proud of you for sure. Look, they are definitely, okay, looking at this soul retriever, they're definitely proud of you. Remember I talked about you help people reclaim their personal power and actually like stay there? That's the deep soul healing that you bring within your ancestral line and everyone that you come across, everyone that's around you, okay? Because your energy, again, it's a catalyst. You are a catalyst for awakening. That's why you were chosen, and that's the way that you're doing this, is create using your own ideas, your own information that you found, to help people reclaim their power and to build boundaries, okay, of their own domain, so they know, like that, yeah, like, yes, there's a boundary. Deep soul retrieval, deep soul soul retrieval here says deep soul healing with the goddess Isis. So it's like you have the energy of the goddess, exactly that. Again, the Mother Mary, Inanna, like all these, gracious goddesses, that's who you are. I feel like that's your energy. Even your archetype picks up on that. So last thing I want to do for you, my love, is I want to read that for you, okay? All right, so Deep Soul Retrieval says, Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power, as well as the opening gifts and soul abilities you did not know that you had, as well as the opening of gifts and soul abilities that you did not know that you have. Healing your depth. I'm telling you, it's time to dive deeper into your depth, okay? If you don't know that you're a healer, you definitely are. My group number ones. You're a healer. Your consciousness is fine tuned to bring healing to places where it is lacked that, okay? So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that it provided to you some clarity, comfort, and confirmation. Don't forget to turn your notification bell on. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello there, my group number 2. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at why you have been chosen by your ancestors to heal your ancestral line and how you're doing this, okay? So I hope you're doing well wherever you are. This is the card that drew you in Agape, and this is meant to be the archetypal energy that your ancestors know you to be, okay? All right, so and what are archetypes? Archetypes are original energy. They're original forms of energy. We don't even know why we're drawn to those, but like that's just the archetypal energy that kind of rules us, okay? And this frequency here is the frequency, your base, your core, okay? This frequency is almost like this is who you are, this is who your ancestors know you to be, and that's in fact why they chose you, because this is you at your core, right? And though you may deviate from this, they want to remind you this is who you are and why they chose you. And this card here is meant to show us what you are changing in that family line or what you're activating within that ancestral line, okay? So agape here, the archetypal energy, listen, you are just a ball of love, okay? You are a huge ball of love and a huge ball of light. There is no way around it for you, okay? You are just, you embody, I don't even know what to say. Let me read agape for you because I don't know if I'm saying it right. If it's agape, whatever, I don't even know. But let me tell you. Let me tell you about agape. Agape says devotion and unconditional love. What if instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, goddess, or nature at the center? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It is alive when we're in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us, and ask us for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and surrender, to love and serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly and vice versa. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form and like a healing balm to the modern soul. Its effects last a lifetime. The agape card may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? What does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? You are an energy of devotion, okay? Your archetypal energy is that which literally looks at all the things that we do not appreciate in the mundane. I feel like you appreciate those things, such as going for a walk in the park, smelling roses, like those simple things. That's what kind of rules you. That's what drives you. That's what makes you want to wake up again and again and again in this life, okay? Is the smell of your morning coffee, because it just brings you so much peace. You're just like, wow, like it could all be so simple. And I feel like your soul is that simplicity that maybe we all lack. That the ego mind kind of, yeah, that the ego mind lacks sometimes, because we do live in a world of material, but like I feel like you live in a world of senses. You live in a world of senses and feeling, okay? Not what your two eyes can pick up on, or not what it is that you have, but it's what you have access to, what you have access to feel that people don't even know are there for them to feel, okay? It's like this is where your soul dwells. You dwell in the realm of senses. That's what I'm getting. And that's why you're such a light that illuminates the dark spaces in which, again, the ego mind or the ego eyes kind of falls into the illusion of go, 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 do, and just, accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. I feel like you're a minimalist, okay? Your soul feels like a minimalist to me. It's like, again, things are just, you just want the simple things in life. The simple things in life. The simple things in life. And I think that's what you're here to illuminate too, is for all of us to see that yes, happiness is free. It is free. And when you feel like you've been divorced from your happiness, it's time for you to reevaluate what it truly means for you. Because what if your happiness is already here and you're still dismissing it? This is exactly why you're chosen, why they chose you, because these are things that you help people awaken to, or you help people see. It's to re-identify what happiness means to them. It's to re-identify what peace means to them. It's to re-identify what success means to them, and to really help them understand too, like, it's the meaning that you give behind it is what matters the most. It's not what others have told you about it. It's the meaning that you give behind it. If you wake up and you're like, honestly, just me making my bed makes me feel productive, you will feel productive. And from there, it's like you're doing another thing and another thing and another thing, because you've already felt productive. So it's like you want to just keep that energy going. Or say, again, you smell just there's something here about like smelling, just something, doing something very simple really makes you feel alive. That's who your soul is. Okay, so let's see the frequency here. Integration, yes, integrating that idea, integrating that consciousness, integrating, again, like, exactly, it does feel like integration. It does. And wait, oh my god, look at these cards. They kind of look the same. When I was picking out these cards, I picked this one out first, and I said, yes, the ones that come in after, I want them to kind of complement the cards. And I'm just mind blown because even the way the card looks, oh my God, you guys, I just realized something. Look at this. As above, so below. Okay? Your soul knows this. Your soul, and that's why it's very easy for you to indulge in the simple things that literally makes you feel like I came to earth just to smell coffee in the morning and it smells so good. And it's like, yeah, I feel fulfilled. Like that's just who your soul is, just for context, right? And look at this. We have candles, right? We have all candles, and it's just like, you know, these ones are facing these ones. Like it's like as above, so below. Same as this. It's the same three triangles, like integrating into one another. So yes, you're a very integrative soul. And integration here says the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every parts of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. I freaking love it. Like, yes. Yes, yes. Integration. Integration is who your soul is. That's why you were chosen, is. That's what I'm saying. Like, your soul is the type where it's like nothing can go wrong, almost like nothing can go wrong. Even when something is going wrong, you're like, nah, it's for the betterment of this and this and this and that. It's like you see why things are happening and you know why. You always know that it's for you. And I think it's because of this unconditional love. No matter what it is that you go through, you see it through the lens of love, okay? You see it through the lens of love. No matter what happens, if it's good, if it's something positive or something negative, if it's something that we perceive as positive, to you, you're just like, okay, why are you here now and what are you trying to teach me? Because I don't care about there's just this energy of like, I'm not going to get stuck in the emotional aspect of these things, but I just need to be aware, unconscious, and conscious of what exactly I'm supposed to be bringing into harmony. And then here, this is what you're, healing in that family. Oh my God. Yes. Look at this. As above, so below. Crystal skull wisdom. Clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. So you, my group number twos, definitely came into this world. Okay, before you even came into this world, the reason that your ancestors chose you is you have a very sacred connection to source, and that's why you have a very sacred. That's why, that's why you're so. That's why you have a very sacred devotion to life, to the mysteries of life, to everything that it's about. That's why just smelling a cup of coffee fulfills your whole entire destiny, kind of, it feels like. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, it can be that simple. If you already have that clarity, for you, for you, it's just gratitude to even be able to fall, to even be able to fail. Like you have gratitude for making mistakes. You have gratitude for really being human. Like I freaking love it. And I'm buzzing. Like my energy is just buzzing because it's almost like a lot of things that yes, we will naturally look at as humans because we're just spoiled brats, right? A lot of things that you would look at and you know, the ego mind probably does fall into it. It's like, this and this and that. It's like for you, you're like, aren't you just glad that you get to come here and do all of these things? You get to come, build something, watch it crumble, watch it fail, and then 10 years later, you're building it again. And then within, a month or two, it explodes. You're building, a multi-million dollar business or something like that. It's like, it's the experience of the ebb and flow for you is why they chose you, because that's what your soul loves. It's that integration of that ebb and flow, like flowing, like, yep, I'm going this way, I'm going that way. I'm not confined to anything. I'm not confined to just the positive or the negative. I am in a balanced symphony of life. I love it. Okay. Excuse me, I just bumped the I think I bumped the camera when I'm happy. So let me go ahead and let me tap into your tarot. Let's see. Let's see how you do this, okay? But yeah, these are all the things that your ancestors see about you and why they chose you and why they were like, "Yep, you are perfect for this job." So I don't even know if you like doing this job, or I feel like sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, it can be hard, okay? I know I say all these things and they're sweet and they're nice and it's like, yeah, of course we can see it like that, but like when you're actually in that experience, when you're doing it, sometimes it's hard to see why you are here. Sometimes it's hard to look from that lens of wisdom. So I think your ancestors are bringing this up to also remind you, like, this is who you are on a soul level. And that's why I wanted to look at why they chose you. So they give you that reminder of what they've seen, from you, about you, even before you got here, even before you got into this, this world. Okay, so we're gonna see. Let's see how you do this. Yeah, you're an alchemist. I love alchemists. It's because it's like nothing's gonna stop you. All these little challenges. Yes, monumental challenges, or all this trauma and all these things. Like, yeah, they're there. Yeah, we feel them, but it's like, what you gonna do? Like, what, you really expected that I was just gonna stay there? Like, hell no. I'm going to, like, what drives me even more is, again, I need to see, okay, why am I in this scenario, and what can I make from out of this? Okay, how can I turn this lead into gold? This lead of a situation, of a shit situation that I'm in, how can I turn it into gold? That's what you are. And that's why you've been chosen, is that you are just a relentless alchemist. And you've been doing this for time and time and time and time and time again. And it was just now time for you to do this for this ancestral line. So do you, boo boo. Just keep doing you. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, they called you in here for sure. It's like you were summoned. You were the unconditional love that was literally kind of like summoned to integrate, okay? Almost like the past, the way things have been done, and how they want things to be going now. Yes, because there's definitely an integration of consciousness here, where they like your ancestors are seeing you from the top here. It's like you have a crystal clarity, crystal skull wisdom. Okay, like you are filled with bright ideas. You are very connected to divine healing. Exactly what you need to heal. What needs to be integrated for balance and harmony to come in. And the way that you do this is alchemy, the hot and the cold, the fire and ice. Like this is beautiful. Let's see what this one says. 4, the power of the earth, protection. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me slow it down for a second. Okay. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. The power of the earth. Was it this pile that I was saying that you help people reevaluate what success means to them, what peace means to them, and all that stuff? What the power of the earth means to them, okay? Because there's this energy here within the 4 of Pentacles, yes, 4 of Pentacles, exactly. As humans, we tend to hold. Sometimes it's hard for us to let go, right? Sometimes it's hard for us to let go and actually allow healing to come into a situation where we know we like a situation that we know tested us. Okay, so with power of the earth, what I'm getting is the way that you do this is, again, it's the way that you juggle all of like what the world has to throw at you. Okay, because with power of the earth here, I always think of the 4 elements, okay, the 4 corners of the world, the 4 archangels, and I feel like those are your talisman, if you will, on how you do transmute these energies, is understanding the qualities of each element, and not just those elements, the way that they're playing out in your life, the way that they're just being aware of, like, water emotions, right? Earth, what it is that we're grounding, what it is that we're building. Fire, our passions, our inspiration. And then air, how we put our passions and desires and all these things into motion, kind of thing. I feel like that's why That's why you have that wisdom, is you know all of these qualities or these elements, and you know their qualities and you work with them, right? And that's why you're the alchemist that you are. This is why you turn lead into gold, because you understand each element. And you don't, this is deep. This is deep. It's like you understand them to their core. You understand them to their core, okay? Let me see what this is. The sun. Okay, yeah. I don't know. My group number twos, I feel like just opening your cards. I feel like in your pile, I just want to open your cards and just sit with you. And I'm like, yeah, you get it, right? And you're like, yep, I get it. I'm like, okay, I don't even need to say anything, because I think even you can just feel. You can just feel the energies in here. You feel your connection. I'm done with you. I am just done with you. We only have one card, and one of the cards too that talks about the power of the earth. And then we have alchemy, and then we have the sun, and then you have the wheel of fortune. I am just done with you, okay? And I love you. Oh my God, group number twos, who are you? Like, what the hell? Okay, let me also tell you something, group number two. I keep sitting here, someone who has already been risen to the top, right? But because they've been risen to the top, and because they know how much that work took, okay, to get to the top of that mountain. And even though climbing that mountain was steep, they did so much. They tried so hard. It was blood, sweat, and tears to achieve what it is that felt like the power of the earth to them. And because they know that this world is such a world that, yes, even when you attain that, even if you rise, you must also fall, and then you rise again. And then, that's the dance that we were talking about, right? It's almost like, I feel like the way that you do this to heal your ancestral line or your family line is to see that because we have reached the mountain of that top, we don't need to like hold on to everything so tightly because we don't want it to fall. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine if it falls. That's who you are. You come in and you're like, it's fine if it falls, because you're gonna see that your happiness remains. Like, something here remains. The inner child, your innocence remains. Your innocence remains. It's restored. And if anything, it even gains wisdom. It gains something here in allowing everything that you've once built, watching them fall, because you understand the wisdom behind the fact that it was meant to fall, okay? It was meant to fall. And the very fact that you're holding it so tightly is showing you where you have to let go, so that you can allow the alchemist within you to transmute that, and for you to see and to embrace again every aspect. Because even though things will fall, you will get up and you will be able to put them back together in a better way, and a better way, and a better way. Like, it's a never ending, again, just as the wheel of fortune is a cycle that is never ending, so with you being an alchemist, turning every situation of your life, everything that is, that looks dead, you will rebuild it again. You will build, there will be new life again and again and again. And it's the integration of that awareness. That's why you're here in this family. It's a never ending alchemical process, transmutation within this ancestral line that you're in. You're here to help them see what they've been holding on to too tightly, whether it's, how success should be, or whether it's, I don't know. There's just something here where it's like, where it has to do with power for sure. Like, what power means, because it's almost like I'm getting, for this ancestral line, again, they're master manifestors for sure. Okay, they're master manifestors for sure. They amount to something. Okay, when it comes to power, yes, maybe power within the world, yes, they achieve it. People, they're well recognizable people as, yes, like, yes, okay, power of the earth, yes, they're recognizable. But also, I feel like on an internal level, this family also, they hold on too tightly to what it is that they've built, because they don't want it to crumble. And because they're holding on to it too tightly, it kind of divorces them from knowing that, okay, like, it can happen again. And that's why it then falls, because again, that is not the energy spirit source wants this family to be rooted in. It's not the energy of, like, you know foundation that wasn't even going to hold you, but you're holding it so tightly. But if it falls, it's meant to fall. It's meant to fall so that, because it's also reached, there's something about timing here too. Whatever falls, it's time for it to fall, and it was time for it to rebuild something again in a different way. In a different way, in a way where the inner child here, or like the eternal child here, is like, there's joy, there's happiness, there's love, there's like, yeah, there's joy, there's freedom, there's light, there's healing, there's warmth, especially in those ice cold energy, that you may have felt within this power of the earth. Because what happens is you start to become rigid because you've attained that power. You start to get rigid. There's something here for sure, because I keep looking at these roots and it's like, yeah, underneath it, it looks like when you look at the top, you're like, yeah, I've built this house, but maybe what if the foundation is starting to get rotten, and that's why it needed to fall? So you are the wisdom that was set into this family for whatever needs to crumble, whatever foundation that has been built that needed to crumble, that they were holding on to so tightly. Maybe it's a mentality, maybe it's an ideology, maybe it's a way of life. That's what needed to fall here. And it's a way of life that they've previously succeeded in before, and it was fine. But like, as soon as you came in, it kind of felt like, nope, this is just no longer going to work, because we have to go back to this innocence. We have to, like, because we created this mentality or way of life, we kind of divorce ourselves from this innocence, and also divine timing, or faith in divine timing. Because divine timing also rules when foundations are meant to crumble, and we need to have the wisdom to be able to see that, so that we're not literally staying in places where we've literally outgrown, that we've alchemized, that we have achieved everything we needed to achieve in that lane. But because maybe we like our comfort zone, we don't like to go outside of our comfort zone, then we try to hold on too tightly, and then everything just ends up crumbling anyway. And then we'll have to rebuild it back anyway. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was getting, miss. I think I tried my bestest. Okay, I tried my bestest to help you open this up, because yes, you are an alchemist. I mean, for 3 major arcanas to come, number 10, number 15, number 19, you're definitely bringing a lot of joy and a lot of warmth energy into this family, a lot of innocence. That's what you're restoring into this family line. A lot of innocence in the fact that understanding, again, this alchemical process of knowing when you and the universe, or when you and source are starting an alchemical process where you are meant to let go of things, even the most comfy places, or especially the places that you've been comfortable. Oh, my number 2s, you're visionaries, okay? You are seers, okay? You are definitely visionaries. You see the potential. You see what can happen. You see what can happen, okay? Because this is Jupiter. You see the expansion that can happen. And you see how this rigid aspect of your family's mentality, maybe, or their way of life, can be expanded and allow for even more abundance to come in, abundance of joy, abundance of health, abundance of healing, all the whole 9 yards is what I'm getting here. Because this is you dreaming that into being. This is you connected to that crystal skull wisdom. Okay, do you zone out a lot, my group number 2s? Because I think that's what you're doing too. When you zone out, just know that you're not completely zoning out. You're doing other things too. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's move forward. I liked your reading a lot, but let's move forward. Oh yeah, so we're gonna do this. Because definitely when you're zoning out, you're not just zoning out. You're sensing energetically, okay, places that you are stuck within your own body, within your own energy field, because you can feel it. You can feel there's a lot of energy clamped up, somewhere, So that's what you're opening up. I feel like that's what you're transmuting. You're opening whatever has kind of felt like, yep, we gotta stay here, we gotta stay here, is exactly what you're opening up, where you're like, let's see, can we try it like this? Can we do it like this? Can we do this? Can we do that? Embracing every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Alchemist, okay? So let's see. I call these here truth bombs, okay? The animal The animal, not even these ones, it's my angel ones. Those are like truth bombs. But let's see what the spirit animal cards, what to say to you from your ancestors, okay? On why they chose you, what they want you to know right now. Thank you. Wow. I was talking about the mountaintop, right? See the big picture. See the big picture. Giraffe. That crown, I'm telling you. That crown is so open. See the big picture and know your worth. Skunk spirit. Skunk spirit. Skunk spirit. It smells, but people are still around it. It smells, but it's still living its best life. Skunk spirit. Okay, let's see. Actually, who cares? Let's get them all out for you. Let's see what wants to come out. We also have end spirit. It's time to collaborate. It's time to collaborate. Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. I mean, that's exactly what this power of the earth was like, don't worry, you don't have to hold on too tightly because you don't think you're going to be able to thrive when you go into the unknown. So, which makes you want to be, just stay in your own comfortable box there. But no, know that you're going to overcome any obstacle no matter where you are. Know that you're going to overcome any obstacles, okay? Any obstacles, because you are the alchemist. You do always turn lit. And the thing is, your soul will not rest until you have alchemized. That's what I'm getting here, because I just feel like you enjoy it. You enjoy doing it. Like, once you see it from this energy of wisdom, you do enjoy alchemizing things, because you're like, I have an abundance of this devotion energy, of this unconditional love, and I know, I see the potential, I see how things can be, because again, as above so below. So we're gonna live accordingly. And you can't be as above, so below if you don't know your worth, if you don't know thyself, okay? So be careful. So be aware of that, honestly. That's one too many, please. Thank you. Thanks. All right, so we have here, let's see what this says. Sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Okay? That rigid energy where you're just holding it because you don't want it to fall apart. Like, let that go, because it shows you again what you're holding on too tightly, because you don't believe that you have it. That's why you're holding on too tightly. And we also have take divinely guided chances. Wow, exactly. Step outside of your comfort zone. That's what you're helping this family to do. They've been stuck in a way of doing things, and it may have worked for them in the past, but take the chance of take a divinely guided chance, okay? Outside of your comfort zone. All right, this one here says all positive energy, all positive change and successful adventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. New territories where there's an abundance of joy and just oh my God. Okay, let me focus. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and meaningful opportunities. I need to read this again. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. That was your whole reading. Like I told you, these are truth bombs, okay? These cards right here, I'm always scared of them because I'm like, damn. No, I'm not scared of them, but it's just like I know when I open these cards, I have to be ready for truth. I have to be ready. I have to be like able to receive what it wants to tell me because it will be nothing but absolutely honest. So, the last card that you got was God is your source, okay? Crystal Skull Wisdom, your divine connection to source, okay? I said that. You came here with your crown knowing, being open, okay? So, God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God. And your faith opens the way to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather there is plenty of abundance for all to share, the sun. And you know why? Because the sun is that innocence where you know that God is your source. That's that innocence I was talking about. That's that innocence being restored to where again those visions start to open up to you, that wheel of fortune, and you know that you are exactly where you need to be for your blessings to get to you. And even if they fall, you are exactly where you need to be. Okay, you are exactly where you need to be always. That's what I'm getting for you. All right, so the last thing we're going to do for you, my love, is we're going to look at your final cards, your oracle cards. Okay, and these are your ancestors kind of like, you know, either congratulating you, you know, saying like, yes, you're passing the test and whatnot. And yeah, just to let you know how you've been doing, you know, on this journey, on this ancestral healing journey that you're on. Okay, so let's see here. Wow, we have Lord. Yes, you're taking charge. Yep, take charge with authority. Take charge, exactly. Take charge and alchemize. Take charge. Don't just sit there, take charge. Lord, this is Aries energy all day, the ram. The ankh there is the key of life, saying that you do have the key of life. It's right underneath your wheel of fortune, your lucky energy. So every time you are taking charge and you are taking authority and you are doing this from a place of love and healing, it definitely works in your favor. We have here, wait, it's not your time. Okay, we also have wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven, okay? Oh, okay. What if this anxious energy that you get, this power of the earth, this, you know, feeling to, you know, be holding your dreams so tightly to where you never let them set free, or you never truly follow after them because you're always in your comfort zone, is because you needed to wait and to contemplate and to see, okay, and to see, yes, to wait for more information. Here is what I'm getting, because you will make that move for sure. You will definitely always make a move, okay, to integrate all your experiences, especially the low ones, and then you come out on top of them, or you on top and then you go low something. It just, you just keep dancing, okay? Don't really focus on where exactly you're landing. That's what I'm getting here. Wait, things are being woven, okay? So anytime you feel anxious, just know to sit, don't worry about it. Just sit, wait, and watch is what I'm getting here. Watch for the signs, because you're definitely connected. Like, please use this energy, use this crystal skull wisdom, okay? All it needs is a quiet space. All it needs is a quiet space and an open heart, and that's it. And the wisdom flows through. Oh my God. And then the last card that we have for you, the most important one, the Lady Isis Architect. Let's see how your ancestors see you. And look, the rising sun. Oh my God. I love that the sun also came out. You are your skull. Okay. You know what I noticed in all of our cards today? My group number 2. Your head. Okay? I feel like even just your head, you might get a lot of like, you might feel a lot of pressure in your head sometimes, and just know it's just light energy. It's information moving back and forth to help you like clear out your energy. Okay, clear out the old, fine tune you to the new energies that are coming in. Because let me tell you about this. Okay, if you notice, there's something on each of their heads. There's a crown. There's a crown. Even with the alchemist, there's a crown on their heads as well. Okay, and then even with this woman, she's sitting, but also she's looking into the future. Essentially, she's getting visions, right? So there's something about your head, I feel like that's, you know, that you should pay attention to, especially if you're someone who likes to tap into your own spiritual gifts or your own psychic energy, right? There's a lot of energy in your head. Okay, your crown is attuned, I feel like, And yeah, I think maybe where you might get jarred is this earth. It's maybe how things are, how you're perceiving the things that are transpiring in the earth that may maybe shake you off of your own natural integrative frequency energy, okay? Because divine sun, okay, because rising sun, the divine solar child reborn, the divine solar child reborn, okay? This is your soul literally riding through in this earth, like shining unapologetically. Lord, like, yes, when it comes to sun energy, that's our active energy, that's our personality, that's our identity kind of thing, right? And it's like it shines so brightly, and again, it shines very unapologetically. And I think that's exactly why you were chosen, and how you do the work, okay? How you heal this ancestral line is to shine unapologetically, and to also take risks, because that's helping you integrate a lot of the past times that maybe your ancestors, okay, all right, maybe people in your family line never took chances. They never took, they wanted to stay in their comfort zone, okay? I want to read that for you actually. The divine solar child reborn. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness, persistence. Even when you feel like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine and continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is reborn. A new consciousness within you is reborn. And I think it's very important that I say this prayer to you, okay? So you can say it at your own time. And the prayer is, rising sun, I am your solar child. I bask in your love, free and wild. I am filled with your hope, endless and free. Your light and love fills all parts of me. The darkness cast away, joy is now born with the sweetness of this spiritual dawn. Okay? So let it be. Yes, you are the rising dawn. You are the new dawn for this ancestral line. That's why you were chosen. You feel like the sun. It's like they've had this dark cloud over them of thinking they were, yes, right on the money with something, or on a perfect soil, or on a perfect foundation. But it's like, I think that family line also called you in, okay, because you feel like the sun to their darkness, to their night times, okay, to the dark times that they've been through, that they weren't even aware of it, okay? Oh my God, I loved your reading so much, and I hope that you enjoyed it, my group number twos. Please let me know in the comments what you resonate with, and also don't forget to turn your notification bell on. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello there, my beautiful group number three. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at why you were chosen by your ancestors to heal your ancestral line, okay, your family line, and how you're doing it, okay? So the first three cards are showing me why you've been chosen by your ancestors, what they see about you, So this is an archetypal energy, right? Archetypal energy, your original form, okay, that you really embody is medallion. And then we also have here, and this can change, okay? Archetypal energies, they change, they can switch, okay? And no, okay, so this one. And then the frequency, this here is why they chose you, in a sense of what frequency you are at your core, your energy, okay? Unchanging, right? You may have forgotten this about yourself, but this is unchanging, and that they want to remind you who you are at your core and why they chose you, okay? And then this here is sort of like an activation, why you're sent into that family to activate this. This is what you're activating within that family, okay? So we have the medallion. And the medallion here already suggests to me that you're carrying something. Like, this is a very ancestral, yeah. Like, I feel like okay. I feel like your ancestors are really coming in like, no, 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 no. Yes, there is something within my person's energy that we need to either transmute or transform, or maybe we need to remember that, like, this is the gift that we gave you from the ancestors, okay? That's what I'm getting here. I think they're very connected to you. They're very much in your energy with the medallion here. Um, I I feel like I feel like your ancestors definitely may have passed down something to you, because when it comes to medallion, it talks about either something being passed down to you, or something that you're so, or like an object that you're so devoted to and you find sacred because it has your ancestors' energy with it, or something like that, right? You're definitely a child of your ancestors. That's what I'm getting. Okay, they're saying like you even feel like the medallion to them. Like you were what, like you were the talisman that they sent into this family to kind of help heal something or transmute something within this family. Okay, that's definitely what I'm getting with this. The medallion. Oh my god, they're very strong. These are very, very strong energies, my group number threes. Okay, let me see the frequency. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. The thing is, when I'm seeing this medallion, you guys, I'm also getting the ancestors behind me. I can also feel like, okay. And this only happens really in you guys' pile. And I think maybe because I've talked about it enough, now it just happens all the time. Because I used to not say anything, but now I started saying something, and like it happens even more because I said it. um, I was gonna say something. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, like it's true. Like I felt very differently in all the other piles. It's not as strong as this, so I just had to be aware of that. I had to acknowledge that. Soul time. I really do feel like I am having soul time. This is you. You're on soul time. You're always on soul time. And that's what I'm saying is I feel like your soul is the gift, okay, the medallion, the talisman that was sent into this family line to heal something. So let's see what this is. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. I am done. I am done. I am just done. Like, they all align. It's uncanny. This piles always just makes me laugh because I really feel like you guys are always very, very, very attuned. Like the energy is just straight shot. It's just like ask and you shall receive, because like we want to give it to you. We want to give you what you're asking. But we want to. But it's like you gotta pay attention to us. Like you gotta be devoted to us. You gotta, do your practices. You gotta make sure you're protecting your energy. You gotta, like, there's just a lot of that I'm getting from this. Yes, your ancestors are definitely very in your, they're definitely very in your energy, and you are a medallion. You're the medallion that have come to this family. Like they dropped you like a coin into this. Like you're like, the penny, yeah, the copper penny. And you know how they say like if you see the penny on the ground, it's a sign of like your angels, whatever. You were the penny that the ancestors dropped into this family, that actually people in the family should be looking at you and being like, wow, we kind of revere you because you are the embodiment of what it means to be a soul. I haven't even read this to you. Let me read it. It says the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. And that's what I'm tapping into, is just this super duper expansive energy. Like it's just so wide, it's so open, it's so vast. It can just carry me away. If I really tap into that energy, I can zone out for the next 40 minutes and I probably would be happy. That's what I'm getting here, because it's like it's literally you. It's sheer introspection. It is just introspection and understanding the way that your own internal system works, the way that your own psychic energy works, the way that your own energy moves, like all of that stuff, and really identifying what within that corporeal body that is mortal, what also signals that, okay, we need to work on something here. We need to fix something here. We need to, and I mean, duh, we have the solar plexus energy. So just point blank period, you came in to open up the solar plexus of this family. And what is solar? Solar is light. What is soul? Soul and solar, it's the same. Like, it's literally the same. So you came to activate the light and the soul of this family, of everyone, kind of thing, of everyone within that family. That's why you were chosen. And you were chosen because you knew who exactly, like, your willpower is unmatched. It is like the sun. It's this, definitely the sun energy, which comes in and it's kind of like, yep, I'm here. I'm here to nurture you. I'm here to give you everything that you need. I'm here to, yeah, kind of give you warmth, also give you food, like all of that stuff. It's a very masculine energy, very like active energy, very like devoted energy, right? So what are they trying to tell me here? I'm not, let me see. Like, what are you trying to tell me? Okay, you were chosen because of your soul, okay? Because you like to spend time with your soul. You like to understand the way that your own inner world works, like I said. And you just like to tap in. Like, you like to tap in and sit and ask yourself these questions, and see what answers even come out through your own soul. Like, that's what I'm getting here. I think maybe your ancestors, or maybe people in your family, they're just used to like, um, just going, doing, achieving, like never really taking the time to introspect, or never really taking the time to introspect and see things that are holding them back. Or it's almost, okay, this is what I'm getting. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Okay, this is exactly what I'm getting. I feel like people in your family line are very, very like, when, they take life very seriously, to where it's almost like they're very ingrained in the material experiences, right? And maybe they don't take time to integrate these experiences on a soul level, because we do have two parts, right? We have the human side and then we have the soul. And I think you've come in here to remind them, or the reason that your ancestors chose you is because, okay, you know how we all have amnesia of like, just that forgetting aspect. I don't think you ever did. I don't think you ever forgot that your soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. And though you were immortal, though you are immortal or in a mortal body, it rings very, very true to you that your soul is timeless, that your soul is infinite. And that's the medal. That's why you're such a medallion to this family. Okay, because it feels to me like you are, again, you feel like a catalyst. Like, they put you in there, they put you in that family, and it's almost like the family doesn't even know what you're helping them to do. And I think that's why you do feel different, is, and are you overlooked? And I'm sorry if you are. I'm sorry if like your family overlooks you, or they don't, like, if you don't, because I'm getting this energy of like, you should be revered, you should be appreciated, you should have been like, whoever was around you should have instilled you knowing your worth and you understanding how limitless you are. And whoever was around you was supposed to instill this expansive energy of, will, they should have instilled free will within you, okay, for you to know, like because there's something here about your willpower. And I hope they did all of that. I feel like, the reason they chose you is exactly because you've come to awaken the soul of that generational line, is what I'm getting. Because again, it feels to me like the amnesia that we all fall into, your ancestor, your family line really, really like focuses on life. They see life from a very like 3D perspective. Okay, it's a very 3D perspective. Whereas you, knowing your soul to be infinite even before you came here, you come here and the things that you like is different from the things that they like. The things that you like is like more wholesome. It's more it's more like soulful kind of thing, where you, I just keep getting the vibe that like you've transcended before. You have transcended before. You have really accomplished what it means to be a soul, a limitless soul in a human body, and that's what you've come here to do again this lifetime. That's what I'm getting here. Because you really do feel like an old soul to me. You're an old soul who loves to spend time like the hermit That's what I'm getting to. Where it's like, yes, maybe the rest of your family, they're always focused on the external, but for you, there's this sense of you're never divorced from the external, but you also revere the internal. You understand the importance of like introspection as much as the external world. That's what I just keep getting. So I want to tap into tarot here. I want to see how you do this. Yeah, truce. Okay, we have truce. We have death. Okay, rebirth. Okay, cool. Okay. Yes, it's a very yes. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay. And then one more, please. Yeah, you definitely came here. Let me tell you, okay? Your soul feels like a minimalist to me too. It's like, no, it's not even like it's a minimalist. It's just like there are very certain things that you like or that you really find more meaning to. Okay? Because you feel the essence of things. You feel things like you can hold something and like know the essence of that thing because that's what soul means. It's like the essence of that thing, right? And I think that's what you've come here to help heal in this family line, is to reconnect to the essence of even why we all came here, and not to get lost in the day-to-day world, in the day-to-day life, because we're allowing this fire to keep pushing us, we're allowing this drive to keep pushing us, and it's like wanting to achieve and accomplish, and just really, again, really ingrained in this materialistic world where it can almost even fall into being too egotistical, or like just power. I just keep getting this energy of like power, but like you're doing anything to gain power because we live in a dark world, and we have to do this and this to be to get fame or something like that. I'm really getting that you're the type that the small things in life, you're like another pile here too. It's like there's this energy of simplicity, or when you go into the soul space, this soul space, I think you come into a lot of wisdom of your soul from past lifetimes, okay? And I just keep getting the vibe of like, yeah, we like the modern ways and all that, but like we also need to focus on the traditions, like the ways things, why things work the way that they work back in the day. That's what I keep getting. I just keep getting like this energy of a grandparent or something like that, where you're looking over at the world, you're like, oh, these kids don't understand how it used to feel to just only have this and this, instead of all these virtual reality things and all this stuff that they're now wanting to get in touch with, or they want to get lost into. It's like for you, your soul, or the reason your ancestors chose you is like you have this wherewithal to really like tap into the soul on a spiritual level, okay? On a very deep spiritual level. Because look, we have death. We have the Scorpio card. And it's reverse. It's reverse. And in reversal is showing me that a lot of your family, they don't like the idea of going to their depths, because it kind of shows them, like it shows them something about themselves that they don't even want to accept. That's what I'm getting here. Because you know what happens within death? It's again, yes, we're building this castle, right? We want this power. You want to be a king. You finally rise up to the point of being a king. And then you come, and you know what? You know who can't get away from death? You know who cannot escape death? Everyone. No one can escape death. Even the king, even the most powerful of all the powerfuls, will still have to face death. And it's like, I feel like this family, because they've been used to, maybe that power, like fighting for that power. It's a very patriarchal mindset, I feel like. But it's like fighting for that power and all that. And really, yes, they rise up, they rise up, they rise up, they rise up. But it's like they finally come to that point where it's almost like they think they're untouchable, but then death comes in and they're like, no, 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 you can't escape me either. And death is this transformation. It's not necessarily death, it's just this new beginning. It's a new way, it's a rebirth, because for every death is a rebirth. But yes, the Grim Reaper will come collect what has already died, what does not need to grow any longer. And you feel to me like that Grim Reaper as well, because you and this Grim Reaper are your friends, because that's why it's soul time. Because what happens too is the reason this death card comes to, like, he goes to the crown, and even the king is begging, he's like, please let me just enjoy life one more time, and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, it's time for, like, your reign is over, your reign is over, you have reigned long enough. That ideology has reigned long enough. Whatever it is that your family was stuck in has reigned long enough. That power mongering energy, it has reigned long enough. It's now time for the soul. It's almost like, yes, egomaniacs. Okay, there were a lot of like ego energy that I feel like this family was definitely dealing with, that you had to call truce upon, because it was starting to just stress everyone out. It was starting to stress everyone out, the things that we need to achieve for us to be accepted within the family and to be seen as successful within our family, even though it's not the norm for them, you know, even though it's against the norm. Because that's what I'm getting here is, you definitely go against the norm. You always go against the norm, my group number. And you have the courage to go against the norm. And that's why you were chosen, you know. And your soul here is very, like, yes, it's very soft, but it's like very strong, very powerful, very like, I understand who I am. I'm timeless. I'm limitless. I'm infinite. I understand that. And because you guys have forgotten that, I came here to remind you. I came here to remind you that all these things that you're, you know, all these achievements that you think you're getting, you're not going to die with them. You're not going to die with them. They're not, you came to this world alone. You're going to die alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the things that we've achieved within this world, no matter how much we try to hold on to them, they're not coming with us into the next, into the afterlife. And that's why it's important for you, you as a soul here, to teach people how to connect to their soul before they even die. It's like you're really trying to you're really trying to help them ascend in this life before they even die, so they don't have to get stuck in the afterlife, or they don't have to get stuck in the Maya, in illusion. Yes, in Maya. Yes. So they don't have to come back and relive the same cycle over and over and over again. There was something that was supposed to have been done with you. Yes, overconsumption. Yes, anything. Okay, it's very weird. Like, I don't know. This energy is very interesting. Okay, because the Empress reverse, it's, if the Empress is upright, she's more so like, you know, she's enjoying, she's literally enjoying her existence, you know. She's indulging, she's enjoying in her vices, she's indulging in a lot of things, but these are things that really makes her feel, you know, embodied as a divine feminine in her power. She's more so like, yes, she's indulging, she's enjoying, the sun is rising, her garden is growing, she's in charge. You know, it's like she takes care of herself. She's a very sensual, she's very connected to her own senses. Reversed here, I'm getting that I feel like you're coming in here to stop a lot of overconsumption that leads to egotistical ways of expression, if that makes sense. You know, I think you really came here to help this family understand what it means to be emotional fulfilled without being attached. You really came here to help this family understand what it means to be emotionally fulfilled and detached from your material reality or from your material achievements. There's this sense of just really feeling emotionally fulfilled on a soul level. Okay, not worrying about the things that you've achieved, or not thinking that whatever it is that you've achieved is the end of be all. Like, yes, you may have achieved that in this lifetime and great job for you, but what about the afterlife? What about the other side? Like, are you getting yourself prepared for that time too? Are you connecting to your spiritual soul in this lifetime so that you don't have to come back again and do the whole work because you got so lost in this realm of duality. You got so lost in this realm of illusion, of thinking, of just seeing what's in front of you and enjoying it, and never really introspecting or going deeper into that, into your own experience of why you really came here. That's the best way I could say this, you guys. That's it. And we remember this was reversed as well. So all of that was reversed, meaning that this is what you've come to help them put upright. You're helping them. I think you came here to really help them indulge in ideology and mentality that really allows for them to go through the transformation they know they have to go through, because it is time for that transformation to happen, and also to indulge in only things that really helps them empower themselves. It's very interesting because in group number 1 we got the emperor, and here we got the empress, and it's to say to connect to your own inner, it's our senses, it's the senses. The empress upright is the result of the manifestation of the magician, the active principle, and the intuition, the high priestess, the intuition, active energy and passive energy. And I think you're really helping them understand how to be active, when to be active and when to be passive, and not to just be active, 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 and thinking that's the only thing that really matters here. There are some times where we do need to be passive, especially when it comes to, you know, annoying energies that just want to bother you, okay? Because there's this truth energy here that's really important. The way that you do this is, I think you challenge your family to take a pause. Just you really walking as your soul, who you are in this realm, is how you do this, okay? This is how you heal your ancestral line, because I think something about you really gives or really inspires a pause within your family line if they listen to you, right? But that's how you do it. Every time you're pausing, every time you're like contemplating, especially after you've gone through a very traumatic experience, it's almost like you wait, you call truce, like you call yourself back, okay? You call your mind back to yourself, okay? You call your power back, and you just sit there for a second, and you're like, you're almost understanding through your introspection, you're understanding why you had to go through that pain. And then you saw that it was because you were holding on to things that was already meant to fall away, because you overindulged in a place and you overstayed in a place that you weren't meant to stay, because you thought you were going to keep getting emotional fulfilled by this thing. But no, that's why it's almost like they rejected transformation, or they rejected looking at something on a deep level, like especially the way of life here. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm just gonna move on from this, okay, because I feel like I can't really, there's nothing else I can pull from out of that, because death reverse also, it really calls us outside of our comfort zone. Because when death comes, you think you've achieved it all. Like you think, okay, like I am exactly where I need to be. I have, like, you know, basically I've arrived. And then death is like, yep, me too, I've arrived. And you know, I know you thought that you have arrived. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're just starting. You need to start a new cycle. You need to look at things very differently. So death just comes to collect all the things that no longer serves you anymore, but you think they serve you. And it's just because of an overindulgence, because you've just been very used to that way of doing things, right? Maybe they've been used to that way of doing things, and it just wasn't going to work anymore. It wasn't going to work anymore. It wasn't really giving them that emotional fulfillment that their soul craved. That emotional fulfillment that their soul craved. So I think you really came here to challenge your family to move more from a soul level instead of from an ego level, okay? That's what you came here to do. That's definitely what you came here to do. Is you come to challenge your family to really look at the depth, the things that they have been hiding, that they have repressed, that they do not even want to look at anymore, because it's just easy for me to get up and go, 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 instead of me to be still and look at the things that actually have been causing, that has been weighing on my soul, weighing my soul down. Right? Where I can't even bear my soul. I don't even recognize my soul anymore, because I'm just so divorced from it, because I've been so focused on the external, so focused on, you know, the 3D here, that I never really prepared or, yes, understood the depth of my own soul here. So we're gonna look at, let's see. Yeah, yours was energetic. Okay, so let me tell you about your pile. Energy wise, I felt it. I felt something immediately. But like when it came to me translating it, it was kind of hard for me to come out with it because I was second guessing myself a lot. That's what I get here. There was this energy of like, am I picking up on that right? Or something like that. There's just this energy of doubt that I keep picking up on here too. And I think that's why. Because when it comes to your willpower, it's like doubt, this willpower cannot dwell in doubt at all. No, this is meant to shine by itself. And if there's doubt, that's when you know that there's a blockage here. There's definitely a blockage within that, because your inner fire, your solar plexus chakra, it is meant to propel you into your dreams. It is meant to propel you into your dreams, into achieving your dreams. So let's see what spirit animal cards we got for you. Okay, snake spirit, time to heal. Exactly. There's just this snaky energy that I feel like your ancestry line has been moving from that energy. It's like, slithering, like snake under the grass, something like that, right? Like people have been like maybe sheep in wolves in sheep's clothing, okay, something like that. And I think that's definitely what you came to course correct here for that family. Outer spirit, you are never alone. Outer spirit, you are never alone. It's time to heal. You're never alone. Your ancestors are always with you. They're watching you. They're guiding you. They're protecting you through this, okay? Number 4 is the energy of protection. And you see the feather there. I think it's a sign from your ancestors saying, like, if you see the feather, know that we're, like, even strongly around you at that time, okay? Yeah, my pile number 3 is, like, I feel like you guys have been through a lot. Like, I feel like this world is actually very, like, it's very uncomfortable for you to, for your soul to thrive in this world sometimes, because again, it's almost like you don't like the way things have been done. Like you don't like what it is that you're seeing out here. So it's almost like you take a step back and you sometimes you withdraw into your own inner world here, and sometimes you almost want to stay there. But I think that's why this inner fire is also meant to push you out. It's like an alchemical fire. It's like a phoenix rising kind of fire where everything crumbles and then you look at it and then you rebuild it again. That's that energy I'm getting from you. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in between. Embrace the in between. Oh my God, the in between is this death. It's this energy of death. Yes, that's the in between. And that spirit, a rebirth is assured. A rebirth is reassured. Definitely with death, for every death comes a rebirth. And I feel like death is literally just coming to only collect what needs to be taken out. That's it. But I know we fear it because, again, we're very comfortable with it. And yeah, we're very comfortable within our comfort zone. We're used to the way things have been done. Yeah, I think, listen, that you definitely challenge your family, okay? And your light, your soul light challenges your family. It challenges them to really look deep at the things that have been repressed, that the family is allowed to keep going on, that they know is actually not good anymore. They know it's not good. They know it's not empowering the family line anymore. But maybe people in power have been used to just being in power, so they just never want to give their power away. They never want to like give that to the next generation. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. And I mean, I am doing this on election day, so I feel like this energy is kind of that energy. If you catch my drift. I'm doing the read. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, let's see. Visualize abundance in all forms. Okay, let me start with the first one, actually. Okay, we have donations. Exactly. See, donations. Because okay, we have donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to organizations, people, or people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate or other resources you donate will ensure your positive energy multiplies. And that's what I'm saying. I think with this pile, or like with this family line that you were in, that's what I kept getting. There was this energy. The ego was very strong in like me, I. But like you are the soul that's like we. Like, you know, let's look differently kind of thing. Because your soul is very, very giving. And I think that's why it's like when you look at the way, you know, maybe some people in your family is, or just the way that it's designed, you look and you just want to be different from them. Like you don't even want anything to do with that. I feel like some of you in here might have even grew up with money, but then you decided to like not even want anything to do with that money. Or you might have inherited, you know, something, but then you look at the way that you know, maybe the ancestral line inherited this, and you understood that it wasn't ethical, and you just were like, nah, I want nothing to do with it. I'm not saying that's for sure what happened, but the energy that I'm getting is kind of like that. It's when you inherit something, but you're like, I want nothing to do with it because it just doesn't align. The way that was inherited doesn't align with the value of my soul at this time, you know. So because you're like that, maybe from you it changes, you know. That's how you change the family line. It's you recognizing that. And then we have visualize abundance in all form. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision, that which is beautiful, healthy, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you would experience. Because I feel like that's your power. That's your willpower. Your willpower helps you really envision it and hold that vision, and then it starts to pour into your reality. And the last card here says block out distractions. Exactly. This focused willpower is why they chose you. It's because your soul. This is your soul's light. This is your light. Like this is just light energy. It's will. Okay, sheer will. Like God's will riding through you. Like God's will riding through you because you sensed something was wrong within the ancestral line here. They weren't listening. They were not listening, okay? They were not listening. That's just how I kept feeling. They weren't listening to the soul. They were only listening to the ego. So, block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, healing. So, it is time for you to make change of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what the distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out, okay? You already know what they are. They're kind of calling you out. And that's why truce came out first, is block out the distractions. Really spend time with the soul here. Really see, okay, what have we repressed that is now like almost, it's like a volcano that's about to freaking erupt. We need to look at this, otherwise we're gonna blow up. How have we like overused our power? How have we, you know, how have we done things in a way where it's like, yeah, we know that we, you know, shouldn't have done that, or you were overdoing it, you were overindulging because you thought that it would bring you emotional fulfillment, but really it's just depleting from your own willpower. Okay. And the last things that we're going to do for you, my love, is we're going to look at your final cards, your oracle cards. Let's see what your ancestors want from you, okay? These cards are kind of meant to show me, you know, like, all right, my group number 3, sorry about that. My camera caught off, okay? And I just kept talking. And I don't even remember. But I know that we were dealing with these last cards here. I opened your oracle cards, and these cards here, like I said, are your ancestors kind of coming in and telling you, okay, you've been doing good, but this is where you can, you know, improve on, or honestly, you're doing very well on this, and that, okay? So whatever else they want to tell you, all right? It's kind of like your closing remarks. And we have here from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, we have the trust your instincts, trust your talents in changing times. Trust your talents in changing time, Spirit Fox, because I feel like, again, they're very like very hands-on on you, okay? It's like you're walking this walk together of healing your ancestral line. I feel like with the very specific energy of an ancestor here, because as soon as I opened your pile, they're very spot on, okay? Like very like looking into your eye, Like, yep, I'm here. You know I'm here. Don't even question it. I am here. So Spirit Fox, right? Oops, excuse me, bumped the camera. So Spirit Fox, I want you to trust your talents in changing times, because we've already established that you are a catalyst for this ancestral line. For you are the catalyst. You were the initial change. You were the coin that they dropped into that family, okay, for you to be able to change things and transmute things here, especially with death. Okay, and then we also have portal. We have portal for you. Doors are open and you decide. Rewards and wild card. Doors are opening. Clear out what needs to clear out. Trust your talents and change in time, because doors are opening and you decide. Are you going to let your fears hold you back? Okay. Are you going to let, the things that you're perceiving as fears and doubts, are you going to let them hold you back throughout this changing times? Or are you going to be able to look at how far your soul has come time and time and time and time and again? Different lifetimes where you've accomplished all the things that you never thought you'd accomplish, and made that show you that you are ripe for whatever these changes are, and that you can stand these changes. Because, and if you feel like you can't, cracked open, rock bottom, it's time for you to surrender to the alchemy of life. I really feel like some ancestor here or spirit here is really guiding you to something, okay? Really, really, really guiding you to fully open up. Be like, yep, world, see me, look at my soul, that's who I am, okay? I'm like, it's open, I'm an open book, and I love the way I am. Because, yeah, you just show us differently how to, you just show us something different. There's something about this soul that's just very like, yes, I want to be, I'm in a human body, but also you need to feel how timeless I am. You need to feel how I'm not ever confined even by my body. And then the last card that we have for you is from the Mother, okay? The Lady Isis Oracle deck. And it says, enter the chamber of healing. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. And I feel like what you're healing is just, there's this, like I said, I sense this energy of just highly egotistical, egomania kind of energy, where you're just feeding the ego, just feeding, and the ego's always hungry. I feel like in that family line, it's always hungry, always hungry. Nothing ever satisfies it. Nothing. It's always hungry, always chasing, always looking for something to fill it up. And it's because it almost feels empty. But that's why it's because the soul needs to fill that space. That's why it's empty, because it's the seat of the soul. And once you start channeling from that, that's what you teach your ancestral line. That's what you teach everyone around you, is to start channeling from that, because the soul is limitless. The ego will always deplete you. Like, it will always ask you to feel something. So I think that's why you're entering the chamber of healing, to heal. So let's go ahead and read the chamber of healing for you. Yeah. And I just feel like, yep, you are that light. You are the soul light. Remember, we have solar, but also solar plexus chakra, inner fire willpower, which is also your soul. Your soul literally just being like, yep, standing in its own, like standing in its own ground and being that light to come illuminate the darkness that this ancestral line may has fallen into, especially in the ego area of like always looking forward and never looking within. All right, I also have to add here, as I'm opening the chapters, I'm hearing things, okay? I also have to add here that this enter the chamber of healing. I feel like your ancestors are really talking about how it's almost like, again, you were felt very alien in this kind of mindset and this kind of ancestral line. You felt very, very alien. Your soul was almost like it just kept getting repressed. But thank God for your soul being the soul that it is, okay? It was never weighed down by the desires of the ego at all. It always shined brightly, and it always kind of helped the ego course correct. And that's what you're meant to teach everyone else or heal for that family line, okay? Whether or not they want to listen to you, that's on them. But you are an example for that, for, that energy of the soul to really shine, to really flourish, right? and to not be lost in a egomaniac way. And they're also saying here, there's this energy of, remember I said you're the penny that they dropped, because it almost kind of feels to me like you didn't really have a choice, right? Like we don't really know where we're going. We don't really have a choice. And they just want to say sorry, maybe. Enter the chamber of healing is really reminding me that your soul, like your ancestors, the one that are bringing this message to you now, they want you to go into the chamber of healing to heal what it is that you've even descended into, because that is not who you are on a soul level at all. It's almost like this family line also too, like they just kind of showed you were supposed to learn from them too. You were supposed to learn from them, they were learning from you. You saw ways where you're like, nah, I'm definitely not gonna do that. And then they're like, wait, why is this person so different from us? But yes, there was this energy of we were learning from each other, okay? But they're like personally telling your soul, like, listen, we're so sorry that you've had to go through this, and it's time for you to heal this, okay? Nothing was ever wrong with you. You were perceiving everything that you perceived right. And sorry that you did have to go through these things, but we're also taking the time to give you the time to heal now, okay? To call truce. We're calling truce, okay? Because we know we kind of started this thing from a long time ago, but you're the energy of truce that we have kind of summoned into this family. So kind of like, yeah, please forgive us in the way that you've seen how things have been done, and we're not very proud of it. We're not very proud of it at all. But also, it was also meant for us to be able to trust our talents in changing times. So please enter the chamber of healing and ask for all of these, things that you felt within that family line that made you feel very little, that made you feel very repressed, that just made you not really shine as brightly as your soul knows itself to shine. That's what you're doing in the chambers of healing, okay? All right, and it says here, a spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear as it should be. Take your time, create the space into which her magic and energy can flow to you now, and expect your miracle. That's why the doors are opening now. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards wildcard. And I would also love to read the prayer for you. The prayer here says, healing comes, healing flows, healing blossoms, and it shows. I thank Lady Isis for her love and light. Her healing gift through spiritual night brings me now the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay, and so would it be. All right, my group number threes, I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I'm sorry again that the camera cut off, okay? Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't let it take from you, all right? And let me know in the comments what did resonate for you. If you haven't already, subscribe, forget to, and also turn your notification bell on. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.